Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for link price prediction based on Elliott wave analysis, starting on the 4 days chart here to see the overview for bullish and bearish scenario, what to expect and what do we have of course for today. So we have an impulse 1, 2, 3, 4 and a 5 finishing a wave A or a wave 1. After both case scenarios, you would like to see 3 corrective wave. In link, we see of course a very complex structure which is a W, X, Y, X, and a Z. This is the most complicated structure that you can have, of course, as a correction, especially that this area is simply a sideways corrective, and we're looking, of course, for 5 ways correction here, which, of course, W, X, Y, X, Z, very rare case scenario, but link here has it. After, of course, finishing this correction, you finish potentially a 1, 2, and then you're looking for 3, 4, and a 5 impulse toward the upside. The bullish scenario, a second one, as a B and a C as well toward the upside. The difference is that the wave 3 in the blue will of course finish a wave C with it, for the yellow scenario. So we're gonna of course retest in this area. Are we 3 corrective waves for a wave 4 and then continuation for higher, or are we 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 finished wave C and moving for a new structure as bearish scenario after it? Now, of course, your most or ultimate bearish scenario, we have short-term bearish scenario and we have a long-term bearish scenario. Your short-term bearish scenario here, after having a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, after Z's correction, of course, you're looking here to an impulse for your wave C or for your wave 3. You would like to see an impulse toward the upside, which is forming right now. Of course, as a 1, 2, the 1 is already finished. Your wave 2 is still unclear, of course, potentially that we have, of course, 3 waves up and potentially 3 waves down. And then, of course, potentially reaching the short-term bearish scenario for 1.38, 1.618 at $7 or $5.6. In this case scenario, you will form, of course, a wave 2 as an expanding flat, 3 waves down, 3 wave up, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Meaning now your wave C has to be finished, of course, as an impulse. We're gonna test, of course, this wave in the next part of this video. Now your ultimate bearish scenario, meaning your long-term bearish scenario, even a longer move toward the downside, hitting, of course, the 1-to-1 fib level taken from this complex structure as 3 waves up again, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, of course, to hit around the 1-to-1 fib level, $2.9, $2.5, of course, for link. However, very low possibility. Higher possibility is for this scenario right now, which is actually much more bullish rather than bearish. Of course, we still need to finish this short-term bearish in order to move in a bigger and massive explosive wave 3 toward the upside. Let's move to the, of course, inside this pattern and analyze what's going on. So as you can see, of course, inside this pattern, we have our impulse and correction potentially. We were seeking for another impulse as continuation toward the upside, where we got a leading diagonal here, of course, as a wave 1, 2, 3. However, your wave 4 invalidate, of course, this scenario as an impulse, meaning it has turned these waves toward the upside as 3 corrective waves. In this order, of course, right now we have to consider that this is a wave C and we're looking for 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 toward the downside after 3 waves down, 3 waves up, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. If we get closer inside this wave on the 4-hour chart, we can see the following, of course, count where we have different scenarios here as an ABC or as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 impulse toward the downside. What is the difference? If we finish as ABC 3 corrective wave, meaning, of course, this can ends up as W, big W, X, and a Y, meaning W, X, and a Y, 3 wave structure as ABC finished here, truncated, meaning into a running flat and then moving toward the upside, or just simply WXY, not running flat, because of course a running flat needs to be finished in 5 impulsive wave, failing to take the low. Now, if we are, of course, inside this impulse, let's say it is a wave C here, which is normally higher potential as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You finish a wave 1 here, and you're moving, of course, for a wave 2 in an expanding flat, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. You finished a wave 3 and a wave 4, as you can see, as A, B, and a C for a wave 4. Now, of course, your wave 4 can be longer in time, preferably, because your wave 2 in time, doesn't reflect so much as this time for a wave 4. Normally, it should be the opposite. The wave 4 should be longer than the wave 2 time, meaning, of course, we still potentially testing this blue box for a wave 4 here, as of course having an A for 3 waves up, a wave B as 3 waves down, and currently we're looking for a wave C to the upside for a wave 4 as higher possibility. Meaning this, of course, wave 4 is an A, B, and a C and a very high possibility to finish now your wave 4. Because your impulse toward the downside as a wave C is not finished yet. Meaning we might, of course, move for the 0.5 fib level even. In case, of course, we are impulsive, very impulsive, we're going to see the confluence of the targets here as an expanding flat wave B. Here we go. So as you can see, the expanding flat wave C can be reaching the 1.618. Very nice, of course, inside the blue box that we might expect here as $18.2. So this is now a tinier box. I'm expecting, of course, even to reach over the 0.32. So we're gonna remove as well the 0.23. Potentially, of course, if running flat and hitting only the 1.38 is also a possibility. So we're gonna just include it inside our box. Potentially, of course, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, and then finishing a wave 4 here, and then a wave C, of course, with it. As an expanding flat, and continuation toward the downside later on for a wave 5, for a wave C, big wave C, and a big wave A. Potentially, if we are in the long-term bearish scenario, this is A, B, and a C toward the downside. Continuation, of course, for an ultimate bearish scenario, which is very, very low possibility. What we would like to finish exactly in this area is, of course, a wave C here, in A, B, and a C, or a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is gonna finish, of course, a bigger ABC. We're talking about this A, B, and a C as, of course, an expanding flat for your wave C. We're gonna put this actually in. We're gonna put this in our. 1 second. Let me. We have to add it as label. I was wondering where is our label. Big wave C, as of course this is our bearish, and it's gonna be the biggest here. It can be, of course, a wave A for a bigger scenario, but I really doubt it, guys. I doubt it very, very much. So a bigger wave A can be possible, but I believe that we are, of course, in ABC, or in a wave 5 as higher possibility, for this impulse to be watched later on. Meaning now the trend is the following. So like that. We're gonna move toward the upside to finish, of course, this wave 4, and then continuation for lower to finish again a wave C here, and moving continuously for a bull run, a new bull run for Link. That was it for Link. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.